When disaster strikes, whether it's a massive cyber attack, a pandemic, or a nuclear threat, most Americans assume the president will hold a televised press conference, calm the nation, and explain the plan. But what if the real plan is already written in secret? Buried deep in classified documents and decades-old executive files are a series of hidden emergency powers, orders that can be activated instantly, often without public approval, and sometimes without Congress even knowing. Today, on Deck of Facts, we're counting down 10 secret orders the president can use when America shuts down. Powers that could reshape life in America the moment an emergency is declared. 10. The power to control all communications. Under EO 10995, first signed by President Kennedy, the federal government can take control of every radio, television, and communication system in the United States. The idea was national security, to ensure emergency broadcasts reach everyone. Some fear that the same power, if expanded, could silence networks, censor information, or restrict online communication in the name of national stability. 9. Seizing transportation and highways. When a national emergency hits, one of the most powerful and least discussed executive orders waiting in the shadows is Executive Order 11003. During a national emergency, all civil airplanes come under the direct control of the federal government. That means private and commercial flights alike could be grounded, redirected, or fully operated under federal command. Originally written during the Cold War to maintain national defense coordination, the authority still stands today, quietly waiting in the background, ready to activate the moment a national emergency is declared. 8. Taking over energy and utilities. Another executive order signed by Kennedy is Executive Order 10997. With this executive order, the president can direct the Department of Energy to take control of power plants, oil and gas production. This means that during an energy crisis, the government could redistribute or ration electricity and fuel. For preppers, it's a reminder. If the grid is ever nationalized during an emergency, self-reliance isn't paranoia, it's insurance. 7. National Security Presidential Directives. Some of the most powerful orders in U.S. history are the ones you'll never see. National Security Presidential Directives, or NSPDs. These classified instructions let presidents shape military, intelligence, and foreign policy without public debate or Congress. Many remain secret for decades, like NSPD 9, which outlined anti-terror plans before 9/11. Even today, no one knows how many exist, or what new powers they might already authorize. 6. Controlling food and resources. Another relevant executive order is Executive Order 10999. The government is granted power to take over farms, food supplies, and distribution networks. This power, intended to prevent hoarding and famine in wartime, has been quietly reaffirmed across multiple administrations. If invoked, every calorie, from your grocery store shelf to your personal pantry, could technically be considered part of a national emergency reserve. If you're fascinated by how history, law, and survival all connect, make sure to hit subscribe to Deck of Facts. We post 3 times a week, uncovering the hidden decisions and forgotten moments that shaped how we live today. Now, let's get into the powers even fewer people know exist. 5. Suspension of habeas corpus. This order isn't theoretical, it's been used before. During the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln suspended habeas corpus, allowing the government to imprison individuals without trial if they were suspected of disloyalty. In modern times, a similar authority could be reactivated under the Insurrection Act, giving presidents broad leeway in detaining individuals during civil unrest. 4. Continuity of government plans. Known internally as COG protocols, these are a web of secret orders ensuring that the government survives even if Washington, D.C. is destroyed. In such cases, unelected officials can temporarily assume control, communication lines are rerouted, and power shifts to shadow networks across the country. After 9/11, elements of these plans were quietly activated, and to this day, their full contents remain classified. 3. Financial Freeze Authority. Under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, the president can freeze bank accounts, block transactions, and seize assets of individuals or entities deemed a threat. It's been used against foreign actors, but legally, it can apply to U.S. citizens in extreme cases. Imagine waking up to find your digital funds inaccessible, all in the name of national security. 2. Secret Presidential Emergency Action Documents, PEADs. PEADs are perhaps the most mysterious of all. These are classified presidential orders prepared for scenarios ranging from nuclear war to domestic insurrection. Congress has never seen them, and the public doesn't know how many exist, but declassified memos suggest they could include authority to detain, censor, or even relocate civilians during crisis events. They've been updated continuously since the 1950s, but no president has ever publicly acknowledged them. 1. Martial law. At the top of the list is the power that overrides nearly everything else: martial law. It grants the president or military authority to suspend civil government, deploy troops domestically, and impose curfews or travel restrictions. While it's rarely used on a national scale, portions were enacted in Hawaii during World War II and parts of the South during Reconstruction. If declared today, it could merge military and civilian control under a single command, instantly changing life in the United States. These hidden orders were created for the worst-case scenarios, but history shows that power, once written, rarely stays locked away. Understanding them is about awareness. Because when a crisis hits, the question isn't just what the government can do, it's what it's already authorized to do. This has been Deca Facts. Subscribe for more deep dives into the laws, secrets, and survival lessons that shape our world. Thanks for watching. See you in the next countdown.